are listening to the Fictioneers podcast.
Previously on Weave.
There's one at the front, a shorter Qalamkari man with orange-yellow diamond spots. The deal is sealed.
What do we have to work with?
Green skin, orange diamonds.
Look, Hippodamo, look, my job is to call people who are best suited for the job, and it doesn't really seem to be your skill set.
They're here. The head weaver is here.
We were on our way and we were attacked by the serpent.
Rainborn, how did you get through the wall?
Oh, I lied.
The Qalamkari delegation, to go through the wall, they say, "We've come in peace," and they walk through.
I can run back. I don't think.
Hello, everyone. My name is Clark, and you're listening to the Fictioneers podcast. This campaign, Weave, is the result of a collaborative world-building effort between all six of us, myself and the players. Say hello, players.
Yes, chef!
Yes, chef. Oh. Yes, chef.
Wow, that was a delayed yes, chef.
Weave is a D&D 5th edition actual play podcast focused on creating a wondrous world and exploring character growth. And while we'll be learning more about the world of Weave soon, let's return to the end of last session. A towering, Grecian man, resplendent in gold-plated armor, faces down a massive tsunami. A final doom of the now resolved incursion. He slams the staff of his glaive down in the center of his wooden floating platform, his abilities magically amplified by the combined sorcerers of the Qalamkari Cultural Liaison, the available mages of the Public Rescue Service, and the Kipsalian artificers of the Puritan Enclave. The wave splits like it is sliced by a gentle blade. The sea in its middle, completely placid, as now two waves are redirected harmlessly miles away from the coast of Pontus Yefira, the city of bridges. You can hear their impact like the gentle falling of autumnal leaves, and then there is a long silence. For many here, this is the most impressive act of magic they have ever seen and ever will see. A soft morning breeze glazes the silence, as if the entire city itself exhaled at once in relief. This silence is broken by the familiar and unsubtle voice of Sharam, coming from one of the nearby vessels. Holy shit! The crowd erupts in cheer. And Julia,
Yes.
you as Hippodamo watch as this figure removes his two-part helmet and sits down to admire his handiwork. This is General Magnamos, retired knight of the Order of Philocrates, and one of the most renowned and decorated fighters in its history. As for all
I can take him.
yeah, sure. As for all of you, you are in this cramped, tiny-ass gondola, now holding 15 people in it, if my count is correct, barely afloat as it limps into the docks of Fantastically, which are now full of revelry. The driver, this absolutely ripped, middle-aged Grecian man, sets down his oars and smiles as he pulls up to the docks. He kind of looks at all of you. Well, that was fun, but I should have charged you more.
You should have.
Aye, 20 tron is 20 tron.
Which one's 20 tron?
We agreed on that.
No taxis, backsies now.
Well, if you need any more rowing, you know where to find me.
My friend, after that performance, I would never sail with another rower.
He does a biceps.
Holy shit.
You know, he does a bicep flex and kisses his muscles. And at this point, Agosto, our friend from the Public Rescue Service, or rather, perhaps Hippodamo's enemy, walks up to all of you. Walks up to the boat, stares down at all of you, and kind of beckons you for all of you to step out. And he seems to be looking particularly at Hippodamo, as he says, Hippodamo, well, I'll call you in the future.
I appreciate it. Your delegation, And I'm like gesture back at people.
Yeah. And you can see he's writing down everything he's seeing. Do we have names for everyone? I see we have Cirrus, Fabiex, Kamra, Rasia, bunch of Qalamkari folks. You got any names for me there? Do they speak common? Hello? And he's like waving at the Qalamkari folks. Like, you speak common?
Actually, Bond did most of the talking to them. Bond, do they speak common?
If they can speak common, they're being assholes about it.
Don't we have a list? Arlo, hand the man the list.
Oh, right. I'll produce a very crumpled piece of paper that's got all their names on it.
Yeah. Give me an insight check. Anyone give me an insight check.
I'll give an insight check. That is a 17.
On a 17, well, the Qalamkari delegation, based off of, what you heard last time, they're playing it close to the chest. Anything they can keep secret, they're keeping secret. So maybe some of them speak common.
I'm gonna whisper over to Hippodamo and say, they're being assholes about it. I'll tell you later. Less prying ears.
Understood.
The Qalamkari cultural liaison kind of comes up to the boat, shoved away a little bit past Agosto, as we see Ravana Lungsa Ixal Kamaltor, a green-skinned Qalamkari man in administrative robes, and he has kind of like a yellow-orange diamond pattern on him, and he gives a very reverent bow to Turvan Seru. In Qalamkari says, "Please, allow me to see you to your quarters while you're staying here." Helps her off the boat, and the rest of the delegation follows.
Bond just kind of stares daggers at them as they walk away.
After most people disembark the boat, I'll be the last to get off and disembark a bit shakily. I sort of look like a deer on a frozen lake.
Shadov just runs up to you, gives you a bear hug. Buddy, you did it! You did it! This is gonna look so good! This is gonna look so good!
Right, yeah, no, of course. I mean, it was a contract. I fulfilled it.
Oh, it's gonna look so good when Yeshua comes to town.
Does that name ring a bell to me?
Oh yeah, roll me a history check. With advantage for you. Because you'd probably know who this is.
Okay, thank goodness for advantage. That's gonna be a 12.
You would know the stories. Yeshua Dragon Slayer is, I guess, what we would call a regional director. That's his actual title. The thing about the titles in the Gilded Hand is that a lot of them sound more important than they actually are. But Yeshua Dragon Slayer is an important man. And this could have far-reaching implications for your career and your reputation should everything with the contract and all the other things that are happening with the Gilded Hand go well over the next couple of weeks.
Sorry, you said Yeshua was coming.
Yeah?
Wow, you left that part out.
Well, I didn't want to get you all concerned. You had so much to worry about. And plus, if it hadn't worked out, we just wouldn't have told you that you went, and it wouldn't be a big deal. Because we didn't really sign an actual contract for this part. This was more of a favor, for friends.
As long as I get paid, it doesn't matter whether it was written down or not.
Oh, speaking of pay, all of you stop by the Gilded Hand recruitment office tomorrow. You'll get paid.
Will do.
Excellent, I was just about to ask.
Yes. Well, gives you a pat on the shoulder. Good job, buddy. I'll see you tomorrow for work.
Right, no, yeah, of course. Yeah, tomorrow. Bright and early.
What time is it?
Probably early as fuck.
9:51.
Thank you, Diego.
I mean, that might not be far off
It
from
might
the
not be
actual
far
time in
off.
game, given it's like dawn.
Yeah, it's 9:51.
AM, PM.
AM, we left in the middle of the night.
Do you want to find, breakfast?
Yes, I'm famished.
Yes. I would like a large, greasy breakfast, and then a nap.
I look at Arlo. Do I have to go to work, or what's the deal with hours and...
What do you mean?
Well, I'm here for the project that nobody has told me what exactly I'm doing, so I don't know, if I should go in with you, or if there's another place for me to go, or should I ask Sharam, or...
Well, you've got to go and pick up your paycheck for this anyway. So, wouldn't hurt.
Suppose so. All right.
As all of you are shoving through the crowd, it's packed. It's slow moving, and you see the crowd to your left, kind of down near the docks, is thick. But it's being parted by someone as you see General Magnamos walking through like a motherfucker parting the sea. He walks directly up to your group and looks at all of you.
Oh, fuck.
Everyone can give me a perception or an insight check on this.
I'm not good at either, but I did get a fucking crit.
I also got a crit. but it's not a good crit. I got a 4.
Yo! Ay!
This guy is in love with Genevieve.
Zelda, I think you back up into this guy, right?
Ay caramba.
Yeah, Genevieve, like, is turning around, like, walking backwards, looking out at the ocean, bumps into him, turns around, looks up.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I just wanted to congratulate all of you on your successful mission, and very firmly is going to shake all of your hands very publicly. Phee, on a natural 20, he's looking at things that are not there. You can see he's channeling magic from his glaive, which is... Man, I fucking love this glaive. The whole of the glaive is very clearly magical. The blade and the staff always shift dramatically in light. Even with a fraction of an inch, it's almost like a completely different image. Every single frame that this glaive exists in is like a masterful painting, cast with strong light. And the blade's not even anchored to the staff. It just kind of floats alongside it, and all of you would recognize, like, this blade is the combination of the 4 metals that are normally used to make currency. These are the metals that are remnants of the original planes. The ally made of these 4 metals is called Arete. To get a blade of this quality is not cheap, but also means it is obviously enchanted up the wazoo, and he is channeling a spell through it right now. Phee, on a natural 20, you know this man is channeling true sight. He sees everything for what it truly is. He seems to be staring a lot at the braid Bond's whip, and he's staring off into the distance, getting a very small glimpse at the Qalamkari regiment as it kind of like disappears into the crowd.
You said he was looking at things that aren't there. Do I get a sense, is he looking at like energy with his true sight, or does it seem like he's looking at people or objects or like something else?
He is looking into the very magical fabric that binds weave to weave.
Got it.
He is looking at your relationship to weave itself. He is looking at everything in perfect clarity. Also, on a natural 20, you would know that every single stat this man has is at least a 20.
I can take him.
Bond can still take him. I think Phee is going to shake this man's hand, and when she does so, is just going to try to keep track as much as possible on, like, where is he looking on her? Is there anywhere that he is looking on our party specifically that seems unusual? Something that Phee would think, oh, why would he look there? Because, like, the braid makes sense to Phee. Fee's like, okay, the braid, okay, the Qalamkari, that all kind of makes sense. But is there anything that he looks at that doesn't make sense?
He's looking about 12 feet behind Arlo.
Noted.
Speaking of Arlo, when he shakes my hand, I am going to press into his palm a little business card size piece of parchment, and it just says, courtesy of the Gilded Hand, and I just go, remember us, right? Yeah, Gilded Hand?
He looks at it and he gives a legitimate laugh. I think he like stuffs it into a spot in his armor.
That's fair, that deserved exactly that, but...
That's wild, dude.
That was fucking smooth.
Yeah, I mean, if he's got, like, a mega insight running right now, I think that he probably sees that Arlo's pride takes a massive hit.
When I shake his hand, I shake it really, really firmly, and I don't break eye contact with him.
Genevieve smiles as her hand is crushed.
Looks back to Hippodamo. We'll be in touch. I'm in town for a couple of days. It is good to see you, Hippodamo.
It is good to see you. Had we not someone of your stature, well, you saw the disaster.
Yes, and I'm glad that everyone looks poignantly at Agosto was able to help. Walks back into like the crowd of people. People are like asking for an autograph, asking him, oh, kiss my baby. Like everyone is freaking the fuck out. I think eventually y'all find a nice like little greasy spoon creperie. That seems appropriate.
The Greasy Spoon Creeper, yeah.
Yeah, Greasy Spoon Creperie. It's run by a Psychnosian couple, and they're going back and forth through the kitchen. It's a really busy day, because everyone was at the docks watching to see if the tsunami would kill all of them.
Here, breakfast on me, as a nice thank you for I guess it was a little adventure, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Something like that.
I want a free breakfast.
Did we play that cool enough? Were we gracious enough?
With who? The big horned fellow?
Yes, one of the most important Digritians alive.
Oh,
I mean, he did crush my hand.
Are you okay?
Oh, it's fine.
Well, status aside, that magical feat is beyond anything I've ever seen before.
Yes, there's a reason he's a general. And a well-respected one at that.
That whole time he was casting True Sight from his weapon, which was interesting. It looked like he was observing, I think my eyes flipped to Arlo for a second. A lot of things. But he was also paying very close attention to that Qalamkari group.
Yes, I have a feeling they're going to be trouble.
yes, they will be trouble. I kind of lean in closer to the group and kind of gesture, hey, come on, Otto. Do you recall how we exited that creature? The lie we had to speak?
Yes.
Yeah.
The lie that Qalamkari spoke was one of that they came in peace.
No wonder I got the bad feeling about them.
That's not great.
It's very bad. I don't know why you say it was great.
No, it's not great, is what I...
Indeed, very obvious. It's bad, yes.
It could be interpreted multiple ways.
Could it?
Not really, no.
As a Qalamkari, I think I know what the Qalamkari means when they say they are not here for peace.
I'll bet you half and a head that they aren't that much trouble.
What is with you and half of the heads?
I did this trick once and she will not let it go. I'll do it. You want me to do it again? And I snap another head.
No, don't.
Oh, that's money!
Wow! Now I have 2 halves of an head. You people care far too much about a heads. They're just a heads.
They are heads!
I thought it would get her to stop. A small price to pay. It did not work.
Look, you can get a perfectly fine meal in Pontifiera for 5-6 a head.
I have a vault full of a head.
You should, start a novelty jewelry business.
You're right, and I could use half a heads.
Yes, you could make like necklaces from them. It could be a novelty thing that people get from here.
What a great business venture.
Let me mend that head.
I mean, back where I grew up, we used to smash heads into nice little shapes.
See, it's not that uncommon.
What is with you guys and destroying money? It's money!
I don't understand this either. This is very odd.
Von will just shrug and continue eating his breakfast crepe. He ordered like 4. He's got one for each arm. He's got to hit. He has to hit his macros. He has to hit his macros. Yo.
I love the idea of Bond being like walking and being like, she buying. Just like.
I mean, if you're buying, I'll have 8 of them.
That's fine. Genevieve, orders a crepe, takes 1 bite, and is like, okay, I'm good.
Arlo's kind of more on that boat. He will actually split one with Genevieve.
Did you not burn any calories? If you're not going to finish, hand over, yes.
Crepes that aren't done, Phee will also take some.
I did like 17 flips. I need the fuel.
Psychnosions have incredibly small stomachs. We're very lightweight. It doesn't take much to fill them.
We literally burn food.
I think I'm just running on adrenaline.
I'm hungry, if we're sharing.
Here. I mean, if we're splitting half of a crepe, you can have whatever I don't eat.
I think we just gorge on crepes.
Hell yeah.
Unless anyone else has anything to add.
More crepes. We get a second round of crepes.
I take a crepe, I throw it on the ground. Another!
Wait, no! First the money, now the crepes?
So, I don't know, since it's probably going to be my problem going forward, seeing as it's my contract or a contract adjacent agreement. Vaughn, what sort of not peace do you think the Qalamkari delegation's got going on?
The Qalamkari are united in one vision. They will stop at nothing to make Pontus Yefira match that vision. That is the Empire's way, as it always has been.
They want to recruit Pontus Yefira?
Recruit would be a very kind word for their plans.
I was going to say hostile takeover with great violence, but recruit is okay word. But perhaps with not great violence. The city is, delicate, perhaps just political leanings, I'm not quite sure.
Qalamkari have 4 arms. Makes it easier to strong-arm people.
Indeed it does.
And there's money in helping them.
The Qalamkari?
Sure.
The Qalamkari do not want my help.
I mean, I'm not going to want to get in their way, but if I could make some coin off of whatever it is they're thinking they're going to get out of this place.
So you want to throw your lot in Qalamkari then?
Not exactly, but not exactly.
You will be forced to make that choice if they have their way. Qalamkari do not like, shades of grey. You are Qalamkari Empire or you are not. You make choice, yes?
Well, they're not going to like the Gilded Hand then.
If all else fails, you could work for me.
Doing what?
You're hiring?
Less of hiring, more doing a bit of reconnaissance isn't the right word. Persuading is closer, but not quite it. The point being, I'm looking for individuals to assist me back in Signosia, in the cantons. The short of it is, I think that there is trouble coming at the world at large, and no one is listening to me back home, and so I'm trying to go out and find people who will listen to me. And while I don't have enough to pay every single person I come across, paying individuals for small groups such as this of highly specialized folks probably go a lot farther than trying to buy everybody who disagreed with me.
Arlo kind of thinks about that for a second and then kind of pushes back in his chair and almost, you can see his life flash before his eyes as he fucks up miserably and almost falls over, and he steadies himself and he goes, I mean, for the right price.
Yeah.
Genevieve reaches into her pocket and pulls out a singular arete.
For the audience, an arete is this rainbow pearlescent combination of all of the metals of creation. There are 4 metals of creation, each originating from one of the Musaic planes. The Musaic planes being Agrima, Psychnosa, the Kipselian Enclaves, or Qalamkari. These metals are Aquion, a blue metal with a high luster, Hilthram, a green metal that smells of freshly fallen rain, Ta and Damite, a pink metal that is always frosted, sort of like a glass that has been left in the fridge, and Zebron, a black metal that always appears highly polished. Combined, these metals create the various denominations of weave. So an Ahid would be 1 of these metals, an Archean would be 2 of these metals, Tron would be 3 of these metals, and Arete is 4 of these metals. The value increases with combinations of metals due to the magical properties imbued by combining more than 1 metal, and Arete is notoriously difficult to manufacture because these metals all naturally repel each other. This is worth 10,000 Tron.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah. No, yeah, of course. Sharam, fuck him. Yeah, no, Signosia, why not?
Yeah.
Now, I'm not paying each of you an arete, but I would I just wanted to show that I do in fact have the money to pay all of you substantially.
Half an arete, a quarter of one. I mean, don't actually cut it.
No, don't actually cut it.
Hand it over. I can take care of it if you need to split it.
No,
you can just hand it over.
No, listen, Bon, your muscles are fantastic as you, and they have so many applications that I cannot wait to see more of.
Excuse?
I'd really prefer you to not break this particular coin.
Thank you for the compliment, but I'm not interested in your coin. I have business to take care of.
Business first. That's fine. This isn't an urgent matter. This is more along the lines of I'm looking for folks to help me once our business is concluded here. I have business to take care of here, so do you. I'm sure that people have loose ends to tie up here.
And if you recall that I paid you to do a job, I did not forget.
I'm aware, and I still intend to hold up my end of that.
Very good, very good.
Think about it. My parents might actually be proud of me working for a wizard.
That's a lot to unpack, but, out of curiosity, what did you pay Genevieve for?
I'm looking for someone in this city. I witnessed some of her skill and I thought it would be useful.
Well, if any of us can help in your, quest, so to speak, after what you did in there, I'd be happy to help.
Well, I know that they are in the city. I saw them, the docks. So now I just have to find them.
Let's not forget Phee. Phee and I have our 9 to 5.
And it is about 10:30.
Sharam did say tomorrow. I think we've got the rest of the day.
Yes, I hope Sharam doesn't want any of us showing up there. I'm about to fall asleep.
I think as you say that, a messenger from the Public Rescue Service walks up to your table It's like this maybe like 14-year-old girl. You know, she's just learning the ropes. Hey, everybody. Is there a Hippodamo here?
Yes.
Ghosto wants you and your party at the rescue service for debriefing.
Right. No rest for the wicked. Alright, everyone, let's go. These are usually quick.
Huh. Maybe I can put the work in for the rescue service on my resume too.
Bon grabs some to-go kombuchas before we leave.
Clark, how much Tron do I deduct from my inventory for the food?
2 Tron. You bought a fuckload of food.
That we did.
Bon loves to eat.
It's probably just Bond's alcohol bill, honestly.
It is mostly Bon.
1 Tron is the food, 1 Tron is the kombucha.
Eating curses builds up good tolerance, what can I say?
The waiter kind of like nods. Thank you very much for your business. And continues serving customers at the Greasy Spoon Creperie. So we cut to the Public Rescue Service, the building. It is one of the older buildings in Ponte. It's more in keeping with traditional Grecian architecture with kind of a Cycnosian flair, very ornate, very beautiful and very, not showy, but it gives an air of importance. You are all welcomed into the lobby. You sit down, there's nice plush chairs, there's tea, there's more kombucha, and eventually Agosto walks out, looks to Hippodamo with... Actually, Hippodamo, give me an insight check.
Gotta cool it with the wisdom checks. Yeah, it's a 7.
7? Yeah. You know, hard to read, but maybe you get a hint like, does he think you're cool now? You know, maybe there's a little hope there. All right, sorry to bother you with this. Down the hall to the left.
No, of course. Protocol.
Second room down, not the first. We're going to use the larger room today.
Yeah, I'll follow him in.
This is like a marble floor, big columns, completely undecorated. Normally, this is used for like standing meetings, addressing people in crowds, that sort of thing. But instead, in the center of the room is a zone of truth, chalked in there. You can see there's a bunch of rope and threads used to empower this spell. And there's several members of just like the regular Ponte Theater Guard in there. And Agosto says, this is a little bit out of the ordinary, but I'm going to have to ask all of you to please step within the zone.
We've got nothing to hide.
Are we suspected as criminals for saving people?
No.
Then why is this necessary?
This dude's had a long fucking day. This dude's had a really long day. And you can tell that this wasn't his idea. Like, he's like, I just please step in the circle. Look, I'm really grateful for all of what you did. You saved some of our own. You will get paid for that. We're having everyone step into the zone, just due to the nature of the incursion and certain events that were overheard at the time of incursion.
Of course.
Understood. Phee steps in.
Arlo kind of narrows his eyes, but he'll get in the circle.
Bon will reluctantly get in the circle.
Do people willingly fail the save for Zone of Truth?
I do.
Phee will.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah, willingly fail.
Okay.
Yeah, might as well.
Is Bon gonna willingly fail?
No, I think Bon's gonna fight it. That's in his nature, just to be difficult. Yeah, he's gonna try to resist it.
Okay. Roll. Wisdom saving.
Wisdom saving throw, that is a 12.
Not quite enough. The DC on this was 13.
Brutal.
So close.
At least I tried.
Agosto goes around one by one, like looking at each of you first, pointing to Arlo. What is your name?
My name is Arlo Rainborn.
Points to Genevieve. And yours?
Genevieve Laverne.
Points to Bon. And yours?
Almansero Enmerkar, Bantaur.
Takes a note, big, important note on that. Points to Hippodamo.
Hippodamo, son of Zabul.
And points to Phee.
Phoenix of the Erevna Enclave.
Thank you. What did you find in the incursion?
A summary of things being a sort of 10-mile area in which all liquids turn to sand or rock, a petrified sea serpent into which we entered, sort of anglerfish men inside the serpent, along with the wreck of at least one sailing vessel. The anglerfish people had created some sort of ritual site. There was an altar and a statue which was destroyed during the expedition, as well as they had taken several captives and attempted to force a sort of eel into one of them, which seemed to be controlling his words. That was Comra who was affected. We were able to purge the eel. What else did we find? There was some sort of black ichor, which seemed related to the anglerfish people and their perhaps reproduction. It was unclear. There were carvings. I couldn't really make sense of them, but the mages looked at them further.
They ate and drank it.
You did mention the eel. You did mention the eel with human feet.
Yes, the eel that had all of the anglermen latched onto it. That wasn't good. I didn't like that.
No, it was like they were suckling on it with giant teeth and like eating parts of it. Was not good. It was not a good place.
I also did notice something. In one of the chambers that we fell down into, there was a pattern on the ground that is seen in Signosian divination. The pattern for the void.
Takes a note of that. Who did you rescue?
We had a list of names to go in for. Various members of the Qalamkari delegation, which was sailing here. I assume it was their ship whose wreckage we found. Comra, Fabiux, and Cyrus from the rescue service. We also found the corpse of Anna from the rescue service. I've brought their pendant.
Nods kind of solemnly. And why did you rescue these people?
They were in danger in an incursion.
I was being paid 20 tron.
Yes, we did have a contract with the Gilded Hand. That was how we were made aware of the incursion's existence in the first place. Sharam, one of the local representatives, came in and handed us a list of names of people to go help.
To be fair, not everyone in this room has a contract with the Golden Hand. I did it because I figured I would get paid.
I don't have a contract with Gilded Hand. I was also in short payment.
I did have a contract with them.
Noted. Do you recognize the name Turvan Seru Gorana Lorca Ur?
Yes, one of the Qalamkari we rescued bore that name. I couldn't understand much of what they were saying. They were speaking in Qalamkari the whole time, but I heard that name.
I've heard it, but I don't know him personally.
Bon does not say a word.
Looks again at Bon. Do you recognize the name Turvan Seru Gorana Lorca Ur? Answer the question. Do you recognize the name Turvan Seru Gorana Lorca Ur?
Yes, I recognize that name.
Who is she?
A Sozon from the Empire.
Do you know what her role as a Sorzan is?
She's a weaver.
Do you know the purpose of her visit to Pontus Yafira?
I do not know the exact purpose.
And now he's just starting to grill into Bon. What is her relationship with the Qalamkari Empire?
I am a Qalamkari. I was born and raised in the Empire.
Have you had any contact with high-level representatives of Qalamkar?
Yes. Recently? No, if that's your next question.
Do you have any current affiliation with Sozon caste families or the aristocracy of Qalamkar?
No, not anymore.
Looks to Hippodamo. Do you have any affiliation with the Republican Kingdom of Agrima or its knightly orders, currently?
You know as well as I do, born in the evidence of my flesh, that I do not any longer.
And finally, do any of you have contacts or affiliations with faculty or high-ranking staff of the University of Pontus Kefira?
Not to my knowledge.
I have spoken to a librarian once. It was a short conversation.
I don't, but, don't tell my parents I don't.
Gives you an odd look.
How high-ranking is my contact at the university?
Your contact is a professor, your friend, Gilbert Hilariskol.
I know one of the professors at the university, but I don't think that quite counts as high-ranking, does it?
Who?
Lariskol, Gilbert.
Noted. After that, Agosto holds up a hand, dismisses the zone of truth that is cast upon all of you. Thank you for your time.
Of course.
Are we going to get paid now?
Yes, front desk, I think 50 Tron each sounds right, based off the rates.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Mm-hmm.
But again, sorry to have troubled you with that. That's sometimes you have to do things in ways that one does not want to do when they work in government, but...
Seriously though, don't tell my parents that I don't know anything at the university. As far as they're concerned, I'm enrolled.
Should I know your parents?
I'm just saying. You got connections? Makes it way back to with my parents?
Arlo, I think you're gonna be okay.
I'd like to catch Agosto on my way out and just say, you're right to be worried about those Qalamkari.
Noted. And taps you on the shoulder as you walk out.
Mhm.
Why should I be worried about the Qalamkari?
They're up to no good.
Yes, but what kind of no good? What do you know?
All I know is that their intent on this visit is not peaceful. I don't know anything beyond that. That's all that I've heard. I don't speak Qalamkari. I couldn't pick up any of what they were talking about, but this could be the tip of the spear.
Spear. What an unsubtle weapon.
Truly. The Qalamkari love it for that purpose.
And Hippodamo, sincerely, thank you for all the work you've done today.
Of course. It was right.
I do want you to understand a little bit about my earlier decision. Just so you know that I bear you no ill will, truly.
And I apologize for how I acted. You, I'm certain, acted in the manner you thought was best. I understand that.
Magnabo's actually made a joke when I was talking with him. He said that, man, it was the funniest fucking joke. He said he would have cracked my skull open for saying that to you back in the day.
I might have. But gone are those days.
Well, best of luck to you for the rest of the week. Hopefully no more incursions. Hopefully no more incursions.
Hopefully. And I'll keep you posted if I hear anything else.
Good day. Walk out. Team, what would you like to do for the rest of your day?
Sleep.
Bond's gonna go lurk.
All right. Everybody else can take a long rest. Anyone who wants to go with Bond can, I guess, if Bond allows it.
Actually, I'm gonna take, a nap, a short rest, and then I would like to go to the library.
Okay. Yeah, let's start with Hippodamo then. And if anyone else wants to do anything on their day, let me know now so that way I can kind of order things.
I will need to roll my depletion dice.
Do that right now.
6!
Nice.
DC stays at 2.
Hippodamo, you walk through Founders Square and a little bit towards the University District, which is near the Qalamkari Cultural Liaison. And you see the beautiful, beautiful campus of the Universidad de Pontificia. It has architectural influences from all over the world. It is renowned for its cartography and architecture, and you could basically study anything you want to here. This was founded a long time ago, kind of a mixture of a Grecian and Qalamkari pedagogy. And the library, because the two cultures are both fairly scholarly and ordered, is quite extensive. It has artifacts from all of the history of Pontificia. It has books, scrolls, tablets, you name it. It probably has something that you're looking for or something that'll tell you where to go for what you're looking for.
I'm looking for information on, the Qalamkari Empire and why a weaver might be important.
You could use the library for that. Give me a history check with advantage. And this is just to determine the quality of the information you're getting.
That is a 16 on both dice.
On a 16, I'll give you the basic info of weavers, and I'll say you'll have 2 questions to ask me, and I must answer them truthfully. And I'll give you a little bit of extra, too.
Okay.
So the Qalamkari Empire is separated into 4 castes. Sozan, which translates to needle. Ebrisham, which translates to silk. Charam, which translates to leather. Nak, which translates to fabric. The highest caste is Sozan, or needle. They are the record keepers, they are aristocracy, and one of the functions that they perform as aristocracy is record keeping of the empire, and this is particularly done through weavers. There is a tradition of weavers in the Sozan class that basically weaves the history of Qalamkar. If something is not woven in Qalamkari tradition, then it has never happened. If you want to confirm something is true, a weaver must have woven it. Otherwise, there's not even doubt that it's false. It just is not true. If you're talking about matters of historical record, political importance. In the same way the Cartographers Guild sort of functions as a diplomatic throughway for a lot of the major powers of weave, the Sozan caste, in particular the weavers, fill that function within the Qalamkari. They are the highest and most respected families in all of the empire. To send one here is not done lightly because the tradition is shrouded in secrecy and super, super important to the Empire's stability. Ask me any 2 questions, and I shall give you answers.
Okay. Knowing that, then, I am curious what kind of precedent it sets to send a Weaver here, and what kind of power a Weaver might be expected to wield.
So, what sort of precedent it sets? The precedent is that Qalamkari would want Pontus Yafira to feel as if it is being honored in the traditions of Qalamkari. Qalamkari is saying, hey, this diplomatic purpose that a Weaver serves, it is serving the exact same purpose here for us to send her to Pontus Yafira, and specifically to record what is about to happen. Sorry, the second question was...
What kind of power would a Weaver be expected to wield? Not necessarily like her own personal power, but how much sway does a single Weaver have to, say, field an army?
Weavers don't run armies. That is done by different part of the Sozon class and the Ebersham class. The Weaver's opinion, though, can definitely change things. The power the Weaver yields is to give promises basically directly from the Qalamkari imperial family. Their word is as good as theirs. It is also the tradition of weaving. If you knew someone who knew about the tradition of Qalamkari weaving, they could probably tell you a lot more about what Qalamkari weavers are capable of that is shrouded in secrecy. But they are known to weave these very ornate tapestries that record the history. But as we know, in the world of weave, fabric, silk, rope, all has its own magical properties. And these are very, very big, important tapestries. Does that answer your question? Does that help?
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, as to why they might not announce the coming of a Weaver, that is strange. I'll give you that as a freebie.
Yeah, because she wasn't even on our list, right, of names.
No, she was not. Her arrival was kept in complete secrecy.
Yeah, because we knew that Li Shan was there, but we didn't know that she was there, right?
Right.
I did remember we did have one of them on the list, yeah.
Would that be in that book? Roll me a luck check. On a 16 or higher, there's a little bit more information in that book.
10.
Nope, it doesn't have that information. We'll cut to Bon. Bon, you are skulking around, I assume, near the Qalamkari cultural liaison.
You would assume correctly. I've got my cloak on, I got my hat low. So I'm skulking around this area, mainly looking for any activity, right? Not exactly trying to peer into houses. I'm seeing are large groups of people being moved around. You know, things like that. Does it look like offices and buildings are being opened in these wee hours of the night? That kind of stuff.
This sounds like investigation to me, unless you're thinking like insight.
No, investigation's fine. Total, that's 19, yeah.
It's a little too quiet. Spiders weave inside and not out.
Mm-hmm.
Classic Qalamkari saying that I definitely did not off the cuff.
Yeah. It's weird that all the shutters are closed at night. That's kind of strange if you want to obscure an inside look, that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, right? Like, especially around the liaison, like the building, it's just like, it's not even people walking around it to, like, get home from drinking, right? There's not even merriment and drinking happening. Yeah, and then I will answer 2 questions truthfully.
So this isn't about the city-state, this is about Lorca or in specific. Can I ask a question about Lorca?
Anything related to the Qalamkari cultural liaison that you could glean either from your background or from your active investigation? Yes, absolutely, you may ask a question about her.
What was my relationship with Lorca, seeing as she is my cousin? And the Qalamkari, we do have that focus on fraternity and solidarity and like unity. So we would probably know each other, at least like be familiar with each other. You know what I mean?
You definitely saw each other at events. You sometimes would study together when it was like big family reunion stuff when you were going to your mom's side of the family. You know, roughly the same age. You know, you were both sort of raised in that tradition of like, you're going to be important, you're going to do important things. You know, cordial. She probably has no idea what the fuck happened to you.
Okay. That is my mother's side of the family, so that does make sense. Follow-up question. Did we study the art of weaving together?
Yes, you did.
Okay.
I'll give you that one for free. You get one more question.
What are the capabilities of House Seru?
capabilities of House Seru politically?
Yeah, but like kind of like politically, but more like zones of good. Like, what are they known for, right? What is the House Seru kind of speciality, I should say?
External diplomacy. I mean, obviously weaving. Those are like the two big ones. Accounting. And divination.
All right, with that information gleamed, I'll just give a long, hard look at the building before I head back and catch a power nap.
All right. I think we're all at Alcanoes, and if anyone wants to do anything before it is the next day,
I want spell scrolls.
you could roll a d6 for me, and I could tell you how many level 1 spells and cantrips you find in the marketplace.
Fuck it, we ball. I got a 1! Fuck!
You find 1 first level spell.
Do I just get to pick?
What's your domain?
Divination.
And it cannot be the divination school.
Slay, I'm gonna get a first level evocation spell, because I have jack shit in terms of damage. Yeah, fuck it. I'll take magic missile.
Alrighty, you have magic missile now.
How much does that cost me?
Let's say it's going to cost you 100 Tron in total, like to buy the spell and put it in your book.
Hey Clark, how do I break an arete?
Do you want to make a big scene while you do it, or do you want to do it subtly?
I want to do it subtly, because I do not want to make a big scene. So I go, I get it, and it's like, okay, it's going to be 100 Tron, and I say, I'll be back. And I will turn around and I will go to a bank and be like, hey, I need this broken.
Would be a money changer. Let's do an investigation roll to find a place where you can do it subtly.
That's 22.
There's a very nice money lender on a quiet street. Gauche, money changer. Gauche is this very quiet, spoken man, maybe early 60s, very well kept. Sees the arete, gives you like a nice little box to put it in, and then hands you 10,000 Tron.
Yup.
And he leads in. I can have this delivered for you. No fee.
Superb. I will have it delivered to... And I give my room at the inn that I'm at.
Oh, you're staying at Alcanoes.
Yes.
Excellent, yes. No fee for the transaction either. She's an old friend. I stayed at her place when I moved to Pontefiore about 25 years ago. 30? Might have been 30. She had that skull in her entryway, Cradleus' skull.
She's quite lovely, and I love the place. It's so charming, so quaint. But yes, this room, please. And I will take 100 of it now, please.
Hands you 100 Tron? All right, very well. It'll be delivered subtly. Give me about a day or so just to make sure that, thieves.
Yes, thank you. Your discretion is much appreciated, and I don't suppose you know where I could find a bag of holding, do you?
He is going to make an Arcana check with disadvantage. Nope. A bag of what?
It's a bag that's like an interdimensional space. It fits more than it should.
Interwhattle?
Like if you had a sword, right? Like this big great sword. You could fit it inside the bag because there's magic that makes the bag bigger than it looks.
You can see the gears turning in his head. That doesn't make any sense. Have a nice day.
You too. And Genevieve turns, goes back to where the person is selling the scroll, pays the 100 Tron, and says, out of curiosity, do you happen to know where I could acquire a bag of holding?
Looks at you. A bag of what? And we'll cut to the Gilded Hand. Arlo and Phee are there. Anyone else who wants to be there can be there because this is the next day.
I'm going as well.
Yeah, I came too because I want to get my money.
I'm here as well.
Everyone is there then. Yeah, and Shadam's like bright-eyed, bushy-tailed. Miss Phee, congratulations on your, I guess, second day of work.
I suppose so.
We have a very exciting project for you, don't worry.
I'm excited to hear all about it later this morning.
I was so happy with the performance. 100 Tron for everyone. Everybody had 100 Tron in your inventory.
Genevieve swears under her breath.
And Shadam says, all right, well, the rest of you, it's been very lovely working with you. If you are in any other need of work, just, hit us up. And we are recruiting. Please, take a flyer, share it with your friend. What new flyers from that new artist that Arlo found after, the whole debacle with our old artist. It turned out great. And we look at the poster, it did not turn out great.
Yes, I'm sure you're very proud.
Is that a crab?
You like this?
Yes.
Very economical.
Yes, economical. That's the quality this has.
Oh, it's a hand.
Yes, and I think it's meant to be covered in gold.
Is that what that is?
It just looks like pee.
That is what gilded means.
It looks like spider that has been pissed on. Is this supposed to be hand? I've never seen hand like this.
Why does it have 8 fingers?
All right. Anyways, out.
Yes, we'll get out of your hair.
Yes. All right, and then you two, we've got much to discuss.
Oh, real quick before I leave, I have a question for anyone who is in the know. Does anyone know where I could pick up a bag of holding?
A bag of what?
Would I just know that, like, Kipsalians, one of them would probably have a bag of holding?
You could buy one from the Puritan Enclave for probably like 1,200 Tron.
You could probably buy one from the Puritan Enclave. They cost a lot of money, like 1,200 Tron, but you could do it.
Oh, that's fine. I just need one.
Why?
It's none of your concern. I just need a bag that can hold more than it looks like.
Oh, all right.
You keep saying bag of holding like it's a thing.
Mages.
It's a thing. A bag of holding is... Do you all not know about bags of holding?
Never heard of it.
I don't...
Okay, if we're just going to talk about accessories, I have more important things to do. Thank you for money. Goodbye.
Wait, Bon, I need your help, if you don't mind.
What?
I need help putting things in the bag.
Bon just turns around and keeps walking the way he was going.
I'll give you 100 Tron! And Genevieve follows after him.
Fine.
So, you've got another project for us. Sharam.
Goes up, locks the door, pulls down the blinds, pulls out another set of blinds.
Okay.
All right, so our client, the Qalamkari Empire, is very happy that you got their people out, but they were a little bit miffed that it was so public.
Well, that sadly couldn't be helped, exactly.
I didn't control the tsunami, so...
That is true. And no one else knows about the list? The list was kept secret? Because it'd be very bad if anyone heard about the list and the contract.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
it was totally
Yeah, no.
secret.
Totally secret, yeah. What list?
Should we roll some fucking deception?
I'm going to have Arlo roll me a deception check with advantage.
Crit success. You're welcome.
Yeah, Sean was like, oh, excellent. Good, because they were very clear that if anyone found out about that list, the contract was off. So we're going to get paid a lot of money. 2 Erite.
Jeez, fuck.
I knew they were rich, but that's...
Yes, I told you. Serious coin. Well, actually, it's going to be 20,000 Tron because, you know, who actually keeps Erite coinage around? It's basically impossible to find. I've never even seen some before.
I know a girl, but anyway, that's incredible.
Yes, so 2 matters, though. So, do you all know the general situation with the Cartographers Guild here? And the Qalamkari Empire and the Republican Kingdom of Agrima and Pontus Yafira?
I don't know if Phee would know that.
It's been hinted at. I mean, but I don't know the specifics.
About a month ago, it was noticed that the edges of this seam on weave that Pontus Yafira sits on expanded. The city's influence expanded, and the borders seem to have shifted. Well, we called up the Cartographers Guild about a month ago, and, well, the cartographer's not here.
Where's the cartographer?
Well,
I mean, it seems a little odd that they wouldn't send someone.
the Cartographers Guild normally works with a merchant, and which is actually why I'm bringing this up, Thalassophobia. He's a marked person himself, actually. We've done a little bit of business with him, but he was bringing a group of cartographers to Pontus Yafira to officially demarcate the boundaries.
Ah,
I mean, the name sounds familiar, but did something happen to him?
Well, we haven't heard from him in a while, and I know Phee, he wrote this recommendation for you.
he
Holds up, the recommendation letter that you had not seen. He had actually recommended you to this job, Phee.
Fee's hair actually has been going above their head, and I think at the mention of that name, it kind of just goes out. And Phee looks at the double closed curtains and everything and looks at Arlo and does a very shaky breath in and says, yes, he unfortunately passed away last week.
Right, well, then they should send someone else.
Wait, what do you mean passed away?
I don't, well, dead?
Someone killed him.
People die.
People die, Sharam. Let's not press the woman on it.
Okay. And so I can assume this was a politically motivated thing then. I mean, the roads between the edge of the Qalamkari Empire and here are, a little bit dangerous. They weren't going by boat for safety reasons.
It could have been bandits, it's really nothing. Let's just assume that something bad befell him, but it's none of our business.
I just rolled a charisma save to myself to see how Phee will handle this, and I rolled an 8. I think Phee looks up and just blurts out, "It was totally politically motivated. You're totally right, Sharam."
Roll your deception check.
That's gonna be a natural 4.
Arlo just kind of face palms.
Arlo, roll me an insight check.
Oh, that's gonna be a 9 from me.
And Sharam, on a natural 2, believes you.
Oh my god.
But Arlo knows the truth. Thank God for Sharam.
Okay, we need to find proof. Okay, so it's just Thalos who's dead. Do you know if the rest of the caravan's still on their way? What was the last thing they said to you before you left?
Well, go on then.
Phoenix?
Goodbye was the last thing they said.
No, sorry, were they taking any detours before they got here?
They were going to stop in Kalevna, I think?
Kalevna? Well, that's on the way. Oh, we need to get them here because our client needs those maps drawn by someone in particular from that crew.
Now, hold on a moment. If there was some sort of assassination, a murder on the road, it's sort of the map guild, the cartographers guild. They've got protocol for that sort of thing. To protect the rest of the convoy, they would have turned them around. They're probably back at headquarters now. I'm sure that this will all work out. We just have to wait a bit longer.
No, this needs to be done now. We need this mapper here because we need to make sure that they're the one making the map.
Why's it got to be someone specific? I mean, surely the Cartographers Guild got lots of people to do it.
Our client, whose names we do not discuss, he gives you a wink, it was the people from a couple days ago, really want that person to draw up the map.
I see. Right.
So we need to find this man, and we need to bring him to Pontus Yafira. Because otherwise, when Yeshua shows up, we have fucked up. You understand? Yeshua Dragonslayer, angry at me and you. Yes, you, angry at you.
Right, okay, got it.
Yeah.
So, then, if Phee knows where they last were, then we can intercept them. We'll head out, tomorrow?
This sounds urgent. We should head out right now.
Well, I agree. I mean...
All right, here is a signatory note. Any supplies you need, the Gilded Hand will provide. If you need quick transport, there's the diviner at the university. Oh, what's their name again? Oh, it's Basima, daughter of Phaedra. She's a diviner, but also just a very skilled wizard. Might have a way for you to get there quicker. Might. If she's charging, under 10,000 Tron for something, for transportation there and back, we'll pay it. This needs to be done.
And what if I can find someone cheaper?
Then go with them!
That's what I thought you'd say. Good. Right. Yes. No. All right. We should be off then.
We should be off.
All right. Out you two. Ah, shit. Oh, wait. Hang on. Phee. You're going to be building boats to the Puritan Enclave. Don't worry. I just need you to oversee some stuff. They're magical flying boats for... because we're trying to get those rebuilt. It's a long story. We used to have magical flying boats as the Marq people, and then they didn't work when we got here because all of the rigging and everything messed up with the magic. But we're getting back to it. We have a design, but we need a skilled artificer to look it over. It's a big project requiring expertise in the craft. And let me tell you, I was sold on your expertise. Everything I heard, you were brilliant. You couldn't possibly mess this up. It's a very important product. And if you do mess it up, well, a crew full of people will die. All right, bye-bye.
Phee looks like their skin is cold, even though it is warm to the touch. If Phee could sweat, they would be drenched.
Once we get outside, I'm going to, pull Phee into an alleyway. And just be like, you clearly know more than you're letting on.
We might be a little fucked. We might be a little really, really fucked.
No, yeah, sort of got that, but I was trying to cover for you back there. What do you mean it was political?
I don't know. He was saying stuff, and so I kind of just, I don't know, went with it.
He couldn't have just died from, like, I don't know, a rock slide.
Probably would have been better if it was a rock slide.
Yeah, probably would have been better if it was a rock slide. Anyway, what did happen to him?
A couple of months ago, the Talos asked me to work on, and Phee like goes and pulls out this weird contraption out of her bag. It looks like a music box, except it's spherical. It's very heavily like steampunky and weird. It's covered in these different like strings and wires. And when Phee presses a button, it opens up, and inside there's a weird figure. It looks like a marked person in that it's very glitchy and strange, and it moves at these odd angles as it like dances around to this very light, beautiful melody. Talos gave me this, said they found it in an incursion, and that, you know, part of his business was finding artifacts and fixing it up. It was broken, and so he asked me to fix it, and so I worked on it for months. I don't know, most of it was above me, but I did what I could do. And then a couple nights ago, I was fiddling with it before I came here, and I don't know what happened exactly. I must have done something wrong, and it exploded. And when I woke up, the caravan was destroyed.
I see. Well, certainly wasn't your fault. Odd things come out of incursions all the time. Who knows what sort of magic is on it? But that means everyone. The entire caravan.
Everyone. I don't know why I survived.
Well, so the person we're looking for, even the secondary person, the tertiary person, they're all sort of...
You don't have to rub it in, but yeah, no, they're very dusty now.
Happens to the best of us. So we've got to find, what, a lookalike? Or some sort of stand-in? I mean, we can find us a cartographer. That's not terribly difficult, but it seems like they're pretty set on the one.
I have no magic to make someone look like someone else, but I know that magic exists. If we could find a cartographer and fool Qalamkari's, though, shit. If they're drawing lines, what's his face, the, important goat person, he was like channeling a constant true sight. There's no way we could get a disguise past him.
Not him, but he doesn't seem to have much to do with the Qalamkari.
No, but I figure, like, if the Qalamkari want a map drawn, they probably want a map drawn because maybe they're trying to make a claim for the city. And if they're trying to make some sort of claim for the city, then certainly Agrima's going to have something to say for it.
You're right there.
So whoever we would have drawing that map is almost certainly going to be under a lot of scrutiny from both sides.
I know what my contract is, and your contract by extension. So, what if we just, find all that we need to suggest that the people we're looking for are really dead? Maybe we do frame it as some sort of political something. Maybe better to create evidence where there is none instead of manufacture an entirely new, old person.
Theoretically, we could just go back to the site. It was only a day or two out of the city. We don't need to create any evidence at all. It should still be there. I mean, I don't have any magical ability to clean something like that up.
Okay, well, that's a start. I mean, are you gonna be alright going back there? You can say no.
Frankly, I'm probably going to be safer going there than I will be going to the Puritan Enclave, but that's Kipsalian business that's not related to this.
You know, we've got allies.
Yeah, we do. Let's maybe talk to Genevieve. She might know someone or have some sort of connection or...
Bond seems to know things too. I mean, in terms of what the Qalamkari are after. And then the aggression side of things, that's Hippodamo.
I mean, theoretically, if we could... No, that's a stupid idea.
No, go ahead.
If we could... I don't know. If there's going to be some sort of call for the city, I don't know if there was some way to just resolve it without even drawing new maps. It would bypass any need for a cartographer in the first place. We're talking about an incredibly complex political situation here. We can't exactly hit a button and have it be like, it's good now, everyone's happy.
I'll let you know now that this situation, at least as how everything currently stands, there's no fucking way it gets solved without a cartographer.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Grima wants maps drawn, Pontus Yafira wants maps drawn, Qalamkari wants maps drawn, because the borders in question matter to everyone.
We're in quite the position here. With the right sort of finagling, we could blame anyone for what happened. Any of the sides. You framed it as political. Maybe that works for us. Look, let's gather the others, huh?
Yeah, let's start there.
And, maybe we put that thing away? I'll, point to the box.
Yeah, I put it back in my bag.
It's just been playing music the entire time. We'll cut to Alcanoe's house. It's probably 3 or 4 in the afternoon. Bon, I think you're carrying a whole fucking chest of Tron up the back stairs that are on the canal. This is the second chest full of Tron you've carried up this flight of stairs today. Steep, rickety, wooden stairs, weather-worn. It's a whole thing.
This is not how I thought I would be spending my day.
You know what they say, 100 Tron is 100 Tron.
But 100 Tron is 100 Tron. Yes, there's an embodied voice in my head.
Can we say that Genevieve went to the Enclave, purchased a bag of holding, and is now, arriving with said bag of holding?
Yes. Alcanoe and the family are staring at more money than they have seen in, maybe more than half their lives at this point. I mean, this is an absurd amount of money. This is a low aristocracy amount of you are set for life fortune.
That bird really is something else.
What are you going to do with all of this?
I just needed it out of a retail form so I could start spending it.
You can't just wave that at people and say, put it on my tab?
Not how most of society runs, really. I can't just say, yes, send the bill to my estate, because I'm not there to pay the bill. I guess my butlers are, but they don't know that I'm sending a bill there.
I assumed that people with this much money didn't really pay for things in that way.
Generally, they have someone to do it for them, but seeing as our friend doesn't have someone to do it for them...
It is more convenient for me to... Well, no, it's less convenient for me to have it this way, but it's more convenient for me to, put this into a bag that can hold all of it, and then be able to pull from it as necessary.
You can do whatever you want with your hilarious piles of money. It doesn't bother me.
I mean, I have 20 more of these chests filled with a hid back home.
With Tron or a hid?
A hid. That was something we discussed, Mark, is that I have a vault full of a hid.
Oh, that's right. Yes, that's right. It's all in a hid, baby.
With, why? I don't think that the royal mints of Agrima even produce that many a hid in a year. Why do you have that?
That's why, because it's old money. It's my inheritance of my family's fortune, and it happened to all be in a hid.
What?
It's easier not to question these weird mages, Hippodamo. They work in strange ways.
Bon, you and I are going to be good friends, I think.
Look, I have a vault at home, I took half of my fortune, I converted it into arete, and I needed to break up one of the arete.
That's half of your fortune?
Well, no, 4 arete is half of my fortune.
Jesus, that's a lot of money.
Yes, that's why I don't care about the hid.
How much arete do you have on you at this moment again, Zelda?
I have one more arete on me. I now have 9,917 Tron. I have one more arete. I have 8 Archien. I have 9.5 hid. And I have 4 million a hid back home.
4 million ahead!
That's such an incomprehensible number of coins.
Yep.
Yeah, I have a Scrooge McDuck vault. That's the whole purpose of it.
That's right.
I think if I had your amount of wealth, I would retire to a sizable island and never work a day in my life again.
I mean, that's what I was doing before I had the whole portent of doom and then decided to travel the world.
She did build a fuck-ass tower.
I did, and that's why I had the Portent of Doom in the big fuck-off tower.
Right, am I done here? Can I go?
Oh, here's your 100 Tron. Thank you, Bon.
Thank you, okay.
Clark, how much did a bag of holding cost? 1,200?
You have 1,200.
Great, okay.
Just burn through that like fucking candles. So, team, Arlo and Phee are back.
Yeah, there's probably something we should discuss. And I think just to save time, we info dump everything that just happened, along with Phee's story and all that sort of stuff.
Well, we really bungled that job, huh?
Now, you aren't under any sort of obligation to us. I know that. I mean, you're just my flatmates, for fuck's sake. But you each have some knowledge in all of this. And this could be... It will change the landscape of this place forever.
Yes. This is very delicate. I agree it makes sense to try and find a replacement cartographer. I don't think it makes any sense to try and disguise someone as the cartographer who was meant to do the job. Best come clean.
The Qalamkari wanted a cartographer for a specific reason.
We should figure out what that specific reason was if we're going to get a new one.
I think the first order of business, though, is to, make sure that everyone understands that the original cartographer is not alive anymore. Make sure that that's all wrapped up. Provide the correct evidence. And then, if we need to, spin that evidence in one or more directions.
There's a perfectly good branch of the Cartographers Guild here in Ponte. Why wouldn't we go through them?
I can answer that question for you, which is they don't have a cartographer here right now.
Ah.
The ones who do, like, the political mapping, they go around.
I see. There's no cartographer in right now, but we could at least talk to them, try and find a replacement.
I mean, certainly they lost contact with that caravan, just like everyone else. But I take it that this means you're willing to help.
In a sense. I don't intend to give the Qalamkari delegation everything they want.
This is a unique position where we don't have to.
And we can't.
No.
We are missing the key thing that they want, yeah.
Clearly they want something that Ponte used to have in the old border.
I wish we had a little more guidance.
We need someone that knows this immediate area well so we can figure out exactly where to start the search.
I've lived here for long enough. What are we looking for?
The border, how did it expand? What exactly changed?
We do our own reconnaissance and make sure the cartographer does a good job.
If we're trying to figure out what the Qalamkari want.
Theoretically, and I don't relish the idea of going to another enclave, but apparently my contract here was on working on... They want me to build an airship for them. If I can build an airship for them, which is not a small task, or, oversee the building of an airship, well, we might be able to get a better view of what's going on.
I could also help with that, given that I do have limited flight. You get me up in the air high enough, and I could get a very good look around.
Your magic would likely also be helpful.
I've got a lot of things that could probably be helpful in this situation.
But that only really covers the cartography part of things, not the history. I mean, certainly the university's got to have some history of this place, right? That is their whole job.
I'm sure, and I do have contacts within the university that I could pull on. I also do know how to do a bit of research myself.
Actually, Genevieve, if you have contacts at the university, there is something there that could help us.
I mean, I have one contact at the university, but yes, and I am a noble, so I can probably get more.
There's a certain... The archivist at the library counts it as an artifact, but really it's a journal left by the founder of Ponte. If we're looking for historical information and guidance as to how the city was meant to continue on, that's where we'll find it.
I could certainly see if I can get access to it.
So then, seems like we've sort of got 3 different paths here. One, the research of it all, getting access to this journal. The other one would be finding out exactly what the Qalamkari want here, And the third one being someone's got to talk to the Cartographers Guild, see what they suggest. I mean, they've got to have precedence for this sort of thing. It's dangerous travelling the roads.
Does any of us have a contact at the Cartographers Guild?
Not officially, but I know their ways. If I've got to, I can put on a mask, I guess.
Well, then it looks like, Arlo, you'll go to the Cartographers Guild. I'll go to the Enclave. Bon, I figure you'll want to look up into what the Qalamkari are doing.
That's what I was going to do today, so I will get on that.
Bon, do you feel confident going alone?
Do you want to come with me, Genevieve?
I mean, I should probably go and do research, but I figured out of any of the tasks we have at hand, you should probably be the one with backup. I mean, I'd love to accompany you if you're asking me.
I thought you were asking me. I don't care if someone comes with me or not.
Oh, you don't even have to twist my arm. I'll come with you and we'll go do my research after.
Very well.
Well, anyway, I think if I make you all contractors, there might be money in this. No guarantees, but Sharam did say that the Gilded Hand would be paying for any resources I need to get this done.
I mean, 100 tron is 100 tron.
That is what they say.
Alkanoe, leans in from the kitchen, looks at you, Genevieve. And how long did you say you were staying for?
Genevieve shrugs. I'm good for the money no matter how long I'm here.
However long you want to stay, you're more than welcome. There's a knock at the downstairs.
Are you expecting company?
I'll get it. I'll go downstairs and at least, is there a hatch or something that I can look outside, or is it?
Yeah, there's a little hatch. You can look outside.
I'll take a peek.
You see kind of a young Grecian person. They have silvery armor, has the symbol of a storm petrel in the middle. And they're carrying a scroll.
I'll open the door. Hello?
Oh, hello. Is there, a Hippodamo here?
Oh,
Yes, what could I... Oh, hello.
Looks at your horns, looks at the scroll. This is definitely a page, a knight in training. Looks very confused as to what the fuck is happening. Why are they delivering this to you, of all people?
Hippodamo looks as confused as they do.
Hands you the scroll. Actually, goes to hand you the scroll. Is like, wait. Hippodamo, son of...
Zabul.
Hands you the scroll. Well, okay, have a nice day. Walks off.
Now, what could this be about?
nice kid.
Did you open it?
Yeah, I'll open the scroll right here, right now, in the doorway.
Written in stunningly perfect calligraphy, it reads, Hippodamo, it was nice to see you yesterday. I would like to extend an invitation to you and your colleagues to see a performance of an opera this coming Friday. It is a Qalamkari opera, and it is bound to be quite interesting. Tickets will be at will call under your name. Please, come and say hello. Sincerely yours, Magnamos.
We're going to the opera. That is not an invitation to be refused.
You've been listening to Fictioneers Presents Weave. This episode, Aftermath, featured performances by Diego Camanguian as Bon, Julia Pisello Duga as Hippodamo, Marq Schuling as Arlo, TJ Martin as Phee, Zelda Migneron as Genevieve, and Clark Nichols as our loving and benevolent chef. This episode was produced by Zelda Migneron. It was edited by Julia Pisello Duga and sound designed and scored by TJ Martin. Weave features art by Marq Schuling. The YouTube version was edited by Zelda Migneron with art by Marq Schuling and Julia Pisello Duga. If you enjoyed this episode, leave us a like or a comment and subscribe to get notified when future episodes release. Share us online and rate us on iTunes or Spotify. Follow us on Tumblr, Blue Sky, and TikTok at Fictioneers Podcast. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you next time on Weave.